Alright, this is just a quick test of how to set up a remote activated programming board that will actually run on its own for a little bit instead of just turning off immediately. So basically, if you have a programming board here, this is very bare bones. So slot 1 is the switch that hooked up to it. Slot 2 is the light that I'm using for testing. So on start, I just have slot 2 activate, set a count variable to 1, and set a timer to run every half a second. In here, I'm just toggling the light, incrementing the count. Once the count gets to a certain point, I deactivate slot 1. So that will turn the switch off in order to turn the programming board back off. So I'm going to increase this to 20 just to give it a little bit more time. So basically, the build is as follows. So we have a button going to an emitter. The emitter has a channel. The receiver has the same channel, obviously. Receiver goes to a switch. Switch goes back and forth to the programming board. So that's on slot 1, and it's also powering the programming board. And slot 2 goes to the light. And then we just hit this. First step is it activates, and then it starts toggling. You can see down in the bottom right corner the board is running. And now it's not. So it ran for 20 cycles, ended on, and turned itself off by turning the switch off. So it's important to note this is a switch, not a button, which you need in order for it to toggle on. So when the receiver receives the signal, it's going to toggle the switch on, but it will not toggle the switch off, which lets the programming board continue to run, which means the programming board needs to turn itself off, because if you just walk away and it unloads, and then you come back and the button is on, sending another signal to the receiver will not turn, sorry, the switch is on, will not turn the switch on again if it is already on. So the programming board can't turn on unless it turns itself off before it gets unloaded. That's the trick here. Maybe there's a better way of getting a programming board to run from a signal from a receiver. If anyone knows it, let me know. I did a bunch of experimentation with this, and this was the best that I could find.